It looks like, the gloves are literally off.
It is a good revelation. And I would want to see more of those kinds of revelatory moments and
like
activities.
Lifestyle audits?
Lifestyle audits. But I would like to see them across the board. I would like to see and to know who else owns what. I would like to know where they got it. And I would like to know whether they are paying taxes or not. I would like to know who allocates the security detail to each one of these fellows. I don't know, for example, whether the deputy president picks up the phone and summons certain members of the GSU to his residence or to his egg farms. There is a sense in which we lose the plot. And we start actually parroting about the whole thing like popinjays in a manner that clearly indicates we have not reflected about this thing. And even when such a very frightful thing like stoning the deputy president's motorcade happens, we start treating it as normal. And when I saw that happening, I got very afraid. I said, the next thing we are likely to see is somebody stoning the president's motorcade. What happens? Are we replaying 1969 again? Do we really know what we are doing? And it starts with the alpha political class up there, the mutual exchanges. Because when you talk about throwing the kitchen wash basin at the deputy president, these basins are actually being flung from all directions. And that's what I mean when I say that we are shipwrecked. And this government has gone beyond its sell-by debt. If there was an opposition that could pressurize, it would be telling them to step down, to go home. They have forgotten why Kenyans elected them. They have forgotten what their mandate is. The president who should be in charge as the person who occupies the one institution that symbolizes national unity has himself played the politics of division. And once the presidency has collapsed, because the presidency has collapsed, I can look in that camera and tell the occupants of the presidency that the presidency has collapsed. The executive has collapsed. There are no cabinet meetings. The cabinet is informed with mutual internal suspicion. They ought to step aside. And it's only the opposition which can organize itself and pressurize them either to cohere and do what they are supposed to do, or to step aside altogether. And yet the political opposition has lined itself up, waiting to be blessed by the president so that it can take over. And that president, instead of going back to his party and telling members of his party that our deputy has become truant, let us find a way, even as a party, of separating ourselves from him, if they have the ability and the proclivity. He goes to the political opposition to tell them to come together. I've never seen anything like that.